Yo, let's go and welcome to the video. Today we're going to take a look at Tidewalker, the last boss before Lady Vash in SSC. And there's a little bit of movement involved in this fight, a lot of AoE. So we're going to be using a lot of mana, trying to use Hurricane on cooldown. So not able to use Destropots on this fight. It's about a 4.5 minute fight for us. So we start off while we're moving in position, doing the normal Fairy Fire, Insect Swarm, Moonfire. Once we're in position, we're in range of our totems. Everybody's pretty much stacked for the range. I'm using my unused trinket. One of them, I use two. I'll use the other one for the Hurricane to try to help with the AoE damage. So the grouping of the Murlocs takes a second, and then our pally tanks kiting them around. They're changing up the strategy to tank them. I think he's just going to face tank them a lot closer to the boss, so there's a lot less kiting of them and movement, because it's good for this. It doesn't really matter for the seeds from the Warlocks, but for Mage, AoE, and Hurricane, he's kind of moving them out of the range of it. The respawn of the Murlocs doesn't really line up exactly with Hurricane. They come a little bit early, so the second pack's already up. Hurricane still got 20 seconds left. So what I should do is just do every other pack so that I have a trinket up and Hurricane for most of the Murloc's health. I use it right here and they're already at 30%, so I only get a few ticks of Hurricane off. So I've already used a mana pot, Demonic Rune. I'll get Watery Graved here in a second, and I like to use Barkskin. You can use it while you're in there, and switch to cat form once you get knocked up out of the grave. So right here is when I would want to be using my second Hurricane, because I had that trinket up for it. Alright, so we Barkskin, we're going to get knocked up, cat form to reduce the fall damage, and a mana pot and innervate while I'm running back, and then re-up Fairy Fire, Moonfire, and back to Starfire. So this next Murloc pack, I've got a trinket up, I've got Hurricane ready. I've got Krieg's Stout Beatdown buff up to help with the mana from Innervate. If you are not sure what that is, I talk about it a lot in my Leo video. I'll put that in the description. Have our Hurricane with our trinket up. Once he gets to the 20%, we'll move up to the corner, get away from the globules, 25%. So I'm not just running all the way there. The tank moves in behind the pillar, but I run while I'm using my dots. So I'm standing still to cast, and then while I move, I'm trying to use a global for something. So I'm not just running and not using anything at all. So that last one, I re-up the Fairy Fire. For some reason, I decided to Wrath spam here at the end. I don't think I've done that in any fight. So Hurricane, we did 75,000 damage from 3 casts. Trees, I got 5k. Not a crazy amount of damage, but it's a spell you can use while you have to move out of a watery grave, or at 25% when you're moving away to get away from the water. So not a crazy fight. Getting huge value out of Hurricane on this with all the Murlocs that are there. So it's nice to see Hurricane come into play. Even without using Destropots, I had 1400 DPS. Well, that's it for Tidewalker. Thanks for checking it out. I'll try to get the rest of the bosses out here pretty soon.